I want to talk to you about how you actually know if you're improving your memory. This is something people don't think about because if you're not actually improving your memory, you have to find the problem so you can fix them so your memory can improve. So let me talk about a personal experience. So basic names. I am horrible at basic names. I am extremely horrible at international names because you can have a German name, a Chinese name, a Spanish name, all at the same time. So for this, what I'm doing, I'm trying to memorize 20 names in 1 minute. So let's look at some of the names. So the last name I would forget. I'm not used to that kind of name, so I would forget it. For the most part, actually, these names aren't too bad. They're fairly short, not too complicated in spelling. So for this, if I did this trial, I might get 17, 19 names, okay? So that's good. But let's say, for example, I do it again. And hopefully I get long names, horrible long names. But let's see. So I'm doing the trial again. Okay, yeah. This last name I probably would forget. This one too. Maybe not. I might get that one. This one I might forget. Because remember, I only have a minute to go through this name, so I can't spend 10 seconds on one name. I'm gonna miss out on all the other names. So this trial, I might get 10, around 10. So okay, let's think about that. One, I got like 17, 19. Other one, I got around 10. Is my memory improving? Am I doing worse? What's going on? Well, this is the key to know if you're improving. And I truly believe before you use memory techniques, you should practice them with useless information. So if you want to memorize basic names, hey, don't memorize basic names of people you actually want to know out there in the real world. Do something like this. Memorize these people names. Figure out the problems that you're having because you're never probably going to meet these people, ever. And so the thing that you have to look at is how consistent you are. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to memorizing basic names, there is a chance that I might get easy names. There's a chance I might get hard names. It's completely random. There's no way for me to predict basic names. Numbers, cards, well, that's easier. Why? Because there's not going to be a new card, right? There's only 52 cards. There's not going to be a 53rd card. And so I have to look at the consistency of how well I'm performing with names and faces. So I look at all the different trials, and maybe this month, on average, I could do 15 names in 1 minute. Fantastic. Maybe the month before, I was only at 10 names in 1 minute. And so when I compare those two places I was and where I am, boom, I have improvement. My memory is improving when it comes to base and names. And so that's something you truly have to look at because say if I was at the same place at 10-10, okay, clearly I am messing up. But why? Is it that every time I get a complicated name, I'm failing? If that's the case, I have to just go on Google, look at a whole bunch of German names or Chinese names, and just look at them all and figure out how to spell them correctly and practice spelling them. And so when I do more trials of basic names, what's going to happen? My memory is going to improve in this aspect because I specifically practiced the problem I was having. I found the solution and practiced that over and over again so I don't have it or so it's minimized. And so yeah, and so that's something people really don't think about because right here, look at these names. That name, I would have trouble. That name, I would have trouble. This one, I would just take a random guess. But that's the thing. You have to look at how consistent you are. And if you're consistently doing poorly, time and time again, 2 weeks later, you're in the same place where you were, and another 2 weeks happen, still same place, your memory's not improving. Even though maybe the last 3 trials you did, you got really good scores. Don't let that fool you because the information that you might be learning or that you might be practicing might have been easy those 3 times. And so hopefully you found this information useful because this is something people really don't think about. And for me, when it comes to names, I get really frustrated when I get close because I want to get 20 names. And then once I get 20 names in 1 minute, I want to go to 25 names in 1 minute and so on. And so when I get 19 names, oh, I was so close. Then the next time I get 10, I'm like, I think I'm getting worse. I don't know what's happening. So I get discouraged. And so this is really important that you look at how consistent you are because that's going to give you the actual truth if your memory is improving and you're going to feel a lot better okay, I am improving. I'm just having some, bad luck. I might be down today, but overall my memory is improving. So that's going to give you encouragement to continue using memory techniques. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.